It's day, 8. I'm starting to lose track. Today's Christmas Carol is not called A Christmas Carol at all. It is The Stingiest Man in Town. It is from 1978. It runs about 49 to 50 minutes. This is another movie that has been in our video cabinet for my entire existence. I just never watched it. So this was completely new for me, I think. This one seems like it's very much geared toward children. They introduced this character who is a bug, more specifically a humbug, and his name is Mr. B.A.H. Humbug Esquire. Sometimes he acts as storyteller. He interacts with Scrooge and with Cratchit at different points. This device was okay. It's not 100% different from the device that they use in the Muppets Christmas Carol, which I haven't yet reviewed, but I will get to. I just like the way that the Muppets did it better. This one is also yet another musical version. The music is by Fred Spielman, and some of it's really good. It has some really nice melodies, some really good structure. I like the orchestrations. One of the first songs was between Scrooge and his nephew Fred, and I thought it was catchy and upbeat, and it had some clever words. There were some clever uses of language in this, some good rhyming, and then some rhymes that just weren't really rhymes at all. I did laugh when they rhymed Scrooge with Devil's Stooge. And I also liked the first song that young Scrooge sings with Belle. I don't know, it was called like In My Golden Dreams or something. I thought that was really pretty, but it was kind of like a seesaw. Some of the songs I really liked, and some of them were just okay. It felt like every scene had a song, and it was a little bit too much. As far as the characters go, I forgot to mention that Walter Matthau is the voice of Scrooge, and he does a good job. But I wasn't crazy about a few decisions that they made in portraying his miserly character. They had him be not only stingy, but also kind of snobby. And he did this thing where he faked crying in order to get Bob Cratchit to give up his salary for the day. And then it showed him going around and getting a newspaper and a dinner and not paying for it. And I just feel like Scrooge is a miser, but he's not a criminal. He might complain about having to pay them, and he forgoes things, but he doesn't steal. The ghosts were okay. The design was a little bit lackluster, and really the scenes were too quick. It just felt like they were going by really fast, and it was disproportionate to the amount of time that was spent just singing. And the other characters, they did what they had to do. I didn't think that they were super memorable. The only thing I really did notice was that with the Tiny Tim character, it got a little too close to the border of overly sentimental. So overall, this version, it tells the story. It does a pretty good job of that. I like some of the music. Visually, it wasn't much to write home about. The animation was a little bit flat. Maybe I would love it more if I'd grown up with it and I had all that nostalgia. I hate to say that that makes a difference, but in the case of a lot of these, nostalgia is kind of a key factor. Oh, so I just did a little research, and it turns out that this is actually a remake of a TV special from 1956 that also was musical, had a lot of these songs, and, most importantly, it had Basil Rathbone in it. I would like to see that.